Hey everybody, Jim here, coming to you from Tokyo Video Gamers right here in Akihabara with your daily dose of Japanese gaming goodness. It is the import game of the day, and today's game is Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon R for the Super Famicom. This is a 1993 release that was developed and published by Bandai, and it is just one of many games released on the Super Famicom that was based on the Sailor Moon series, and while they dabbled in a few different genres, including a one-on-one fighter and several puzzle games, this one is a good old-fashioned beat-em-up that allows you to choose from all 5 of the Sailor Scouts, and there's also a mode that allows you to play as Chibiusa, aka Sailor Mini Moon. There is a plot in this game, but it's pretty thin. Basically, a bunch of Sailor Moon bad guys are causing trouble and need to have their brains beaten out by teenage girls in miniskirts aided by talking cats and a guy in a tuxedo, so it makes all kinds of sense. So, like I said, obviously this is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, and though it's a very easy playthrough, it does play pretty well. It's not exactly Final Fight 3 or Turtles in Time, but if you're a fan of the genre, there's not much to complain about here. The controls are your basic attack and jump, and something pretty cool here is that each girl also has a charge attack that fires off a projectile, and of course, they each have a super attack that sacrifices a bit of health, and they each do play a little differently from one another. Some are a little faster, or maybe their projectile does a little more damage, or in the case of Sailor Jupiter, her throws are quite a bit more powerful than the other girls. It's a nice little added touch, as it would have been easy to make them all play essentially the same, and this game does feature co-op as well, which is a very welcome addition. One gripe though is that while you can pick up food items for health boosts, there are no weapon pickups to make use of, which is really a shame. I'd actually love to see Sailor Moon bashing some henchmen with a lead pipe. Still, this is a pretty fun beat-em-up that's good for a playthrough if you've got about an hour to kill. Plus, this is a pretty good-looking game, all things considered. It features some big and detailed character sprites, as well as some very colorful stages that offer up a wide variety of settings. The real weak point of the game is honestly the soundtrack. Aside from a couple of enjoyable tracks, it's pretty lame, but the sound effects are decent and the voice samples are surprisingly good. So again, while it's not exactly the best beat-em-up on the console, Sailor Moon R is still a fun and well-made game, and it's still pretty affordable these days. So if you are indeed a fan of the genre, you can do a lot worse than Sailor Moon R for the Super Famicom. Check it out.